So at this point, hopefully everybody got the exact same expected matrix as me. So with that in mind, so observed is going to be our list 1. Expected is going to be our list 2. I'm going to type mine in that way, going across just like I did before, and then I'll match the same thing with my expected matrix. So let's go ahead and jump to the calculator real quick. So stat, edit, and so again, let me clean out these lists real quick. And so typing in the observed, I get 245, 24, 19, 2, 288, 17, 5, and 5. All right, and so now our expected, so 255.5, 19.7, 11.5, 3.36, 277.51, 21.35, 12.4, and finally 3.64. All right. So now that we've got everything typed in, so now we're ready to calculate our test statistic. So again, our chi-squared sub t is just going to be our L1, or sum, sorry, sum of L1 minus L2 squared all over L2. So let's type that in the calculator and see what we get. So second stat, math, sum of L1 minus L2 squared divided by L2. And so it looks like I get 13.019. So 13.0 is probably fine in this case. So it looks like we get a chi-squared sub t of 13. So now we need to figure out our chi-squared comparison value. So our alpha for this one is not listed, so we know our alpha is going to be 0.05. And so again with this one, since we've got our 2 rows, we only have to focus on our columns. So we've got columns is equal to 4. So our degrees of freedom for this one looks like it's going to be 3. So again, let's go back to our table. Probably should have the table easier to access than this. All right, so again, we had our 0.05 degrees of freedom were 3, so it looks like we're going to get 7.815 for our comparison chi-squared score. There we go. So 7.815. So again, from a graphing perspective, here's our chi-squared sub c, which is 7.815. Again, if we're in the shaded area, we're going to reject h0. If we're in the white, we're going to fail to reject h0. But 13 is going to live somewhere over in this section. So it does live in the reject h0 category, so it's looking good. So now let's throw this into the p-value just to verify. So p equals chi-squared CDF 13, comma, some ridiculously big number, comma, our degrees of freedom. So second vars, chi-squared CDF 13, comma, some really big number, comma, degrees of freedom, gives us 0.005. It looks like 463, so we can just round it as 0.005. which is definitely less than the 0.05 that we were interested in. So again, this is going to be reject H naught. And so our conclusion is that there's definitely significant evidence to prove that these distributions are different. So there's different, people are doing different things after high school is essentially what this is saying in layman's terms. So the distributions, oops. Are different. All right, well, good job, everybody. So hopefully everybody enjoyed doing our chi-squared test. So again, I got a couple more practice problems that we'll focus on here. I'll post these up to the collaboration so people can see which ones to work on. And if anybody has any questions or anything, just let me know. Otherwise, good luck and have fun, everybody.